so much work that I've done within the past. Okay, it's been about 10 or 20 minutes since the last video, but I mean, still. I've been doing so much work, and actually I'm going to be doing a lot more work in this video, so just going to turn this down to... There we go. I'll turn it back for the next video. This is just a calm video. You can skip this one if you want. It's mostly just going to be a commentary track by me. It's going to be about as useless as the third video I did. In fact, I still think the sounds are a bit too loud. Now, for some reason, everything on this computer is really loud to me. Well, basically, for anyone wondering what the future of this channel holds, well, I'm just going to do videos on a lot of other things, really. I'm not quite sure exactly what games I'm going to start doing Let's Plays on and stuff. I've got a whole heap of games in my Steam library. I already kind of know what the next series is going to be. I was planning on making my next series about none other than the classic Battlefront 2 by Pandemic. Yeah, the one from EA shit. My parents got me that one for Christmas, I think. I don't know why. I guess it was because it was a Star Wars game and they figured, oh, why not? It's also the first game I played on my Xbox One, and holy fucking shit, do those things take a long ass time to update. Maybe I just have really shit internet connection. I mean, it did take that when I uploaded my first video, it took 2.5 hours to upload. Oh, it was more like, it was less than that, it was around 2, but I mean, still. Thank you, bad. Oh yeah, you can see my sugarcane farm is going along horribly. I can't actually place a dirt block there because of this running river current, and I'm too lazy to go get the bucket. But for the most part, my basic plan for this sugarcane farm is to just farm it till I can no longer take it. Sugarcane is the best possible source of sugar, I guess, paper as well. So if you want tons of paper, just invest in sugarcane. It grows like it's nothing. Basically, it grows up to 3 stems high, but as long as you never remove the base stem, it'll continue being there, so... In other words, sugarcane is so easy to farm, literally anyone can do it. So right now I've decided this is where my house is going to be. I'm going to clear out that little lake over there, and then I'm going to give myself my big, gigantic grand house. I'm going to lay down the foundation in dirt blocks, and then in terms of everything else, I'm just going to see where it goes from there. Oh, man. So basically the plans with my house is that I always try and make my house as absolutely gigantic as possible, which is why I barely ever build houses in this game. I usually end up just making them medium to small. I mean, you can basically make a one-room house and complete the game just fine. You don't even really need a house either. Of course, making houses is not the only thing I'm doing in this episode. It's just that I'm doing it until my shovel wears out, which it will any second now. Oh yeah, I also finished my farm over here. I've now got plenty of resources to make it with. It's mostly a wheat farm, but you can definitely see the potatoes were planted over there. And it turns out, yeah, potatoes are pretty shit in terms of a resource. They barely give you any hunger back, so it's best to just not use potatoes. But they didn't have any carrots, so I had to steal what I could. You guys think the continuity here? I hope you guys find the continuity here is pretty good, because I have absolutely no idea what any of my videos are. After they get done recording, I never bother naming them, so I just have a whole heap of videos, and I get so bored after about 5 minutes of playing this that I just record another one. Which is exactly what happened here. This is why this video exists. And that's gone. So, on to phase 2, when we still have a little bit of daylight left. Into the strip mining shaft we go. At the very least, if I die in here, the good news is that it's not the worst thing in the world. All I gotta do, really, is just jump back down and get. In fact, considering how I'm currently at 10 levels of XP, in fact, I'm almost at 11 levels of XP, but I mean, considering that, it is absolutely amazing that I have not yet died. I usually am dying by the thousands in this game. If there was an entire army of me in this game, they'd be known for dying a lot. Finally. Okay, it's actually been quite a while since I found any good resources down here. So this is pretty good. Finding some coal and iron. This is definitely the way to go. So I don't know when I'm going to start recording videos longer than 15 minutes. And I also don't know when I'm going to start editing my videos. If I get some good editing software, I might start making longer videos, or just recording everything I do. Then I just cut out the non-interesting stuff. Obviously, if I did out the previous videos, there would be no video left. Also, can I just say, fuck granite. It's awful. It's everywhere. I'm not quite sure what this stuff is. What andesite? Fuck granite. I thought they would have... I don't know how these things are labeled. Anyways. Well, obviously, I don't like them. They're everywhere, and they take up room where resources could be. Look how little iron I found so far. I found 2 iron ore thing in there. These last few layers have yielded nothing. There's some coal up there. I found a bit of iron in the middle while digging down. And then for the last... It feels like it's been 10 layers since I found iron. Honestly. I'm going to hit the bottom before I find anything useful. At the very least, if I ever want to make my house out of cobblestone, I can. And I forgot to actually make stairs to get out of here. That's right, I completely forgot. I ran out of cobblestone stairs. I forgot to make more. Good on me. What the fuck's this shit? Dorite. Okay, granite, I'm pretty sure it's real. I'm not quite sure about the other two, though, so... Maybe granite isn't real. I mean, I could just search it up. I'm fairly certain it's real, but I'm not quite sure about the other two. To be fair, though, there's a lot of things in this game that are questionable as to the authenticity of it all. Okay, so the plan is that I'm going to flatten out the area on top of there and make my house. I was actually talking in the first episode about how I made my house in Pocket Edition, and I never actually went into that. But basically what happened was, in Pocket Edition, this was back in the early days before Infinite Worlds, so I had to find some place within my world to build a gigantic house, and there was no such place. So, what do you do when you don't have a big flat place to build? Well, I didn't quite know, but then I looked out to the lake and I realized, water is flat. So all I'd have to do is just build on the water. And that's exactly what I did. I just started building on the water. It was amazing. I built this entire gigantic house purely on water. The entire floor is cobblestone. There's animals drowning all around the place because they were just spawning on the grass outside. And it was nice too. It was mostly one big room. There was a first floor, a second floor with all the bedrooms and stuff. And then there was this big gigantic attic. I mean, the entire thing was basically just a giant rectangle, and I wanted to be a bit fancier this time around. But I don't really know how it's going to go. Ooh, lucky day me, I guess. Here we go. Finally, some good news for me. Iron. Ooh, yes! Yes! Give me all the irons. Okay, now we just cover the rest of this up with dirt. And we should be good to go. So yeah, I don't really have much to talk about right now, I guess. Honestly, I think I have constant anxiety over the fact that it's going to be turning night any second now. That's the thing I hate about this game. Nighttime is pretty much instantaneous. There's almost no warning at all. I think the light levels are starting to get low, though. So might as well start heading back up. But yeah. So, for the most part, expect eventually. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to be until I record Battlefront 2 gameplay, but As of now, I haven't recorded any yet, so that'll give you an indication. Watch me record it and then post it before I post this video. So, overall, look, I'm going to be doing the campaign of Battlefront 2, as well as a few of the instant action scenarios, showcasing off my general thoughts about the game. Hopefully I get good at editing then, because I want to do as many instant action scenarios in one video as possible. I think I'm going to start out on Jabba's Palace, since that was the first ever map I did instant action on. Well, I hope you enjoy the video. I have no idea when I'm going to post any of this and whatnot, but I think I'm just going to be posting a video a day. I think that's how my scheduling's going to go. And look how fast this shit's going. Fuck you, Sugarcane. I still remember what happened to that poor little house of mine. First, there was a pond. Then, there was some sugarcane near the pond. Eventually, the sugarcane surrounded the pond. Then there was no pond. And then, everywhere you looked outside my house, there was sugarcane. This is a very weird thing to have PTSD about, but, I mean, yeah, I guess I have to have it about something. Well, as I allow my sugarcane to take over this world, I'll make sure I see everyone in the next episode. Goodbye, I guess. Have I said goodbye in the other episodes? I don't remember. I'm just gonna cut off my recording mid